passionate healthcare providers educational series.
Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You, or Jane, or Adam can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. Group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or Channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too.
All right. Welcome again, everyone, to Compassionate Healthcare Educational Series, Compassionate Healthcare Provider Educational Series, indeed. All righty. I want to show something, and let me stop this particular video and bring up an announcement so that everybody know. If you are, let's say, in the Atlanta area, and you might be, let's say, a little bit further out, what we want to do is invite you to our Success Academy. It's going to be on a Monday, and I believe Dr. Joy Scott, we got to get her name in there, is going to be presenting like a few of the products on that day. But let me get that announcement up. So while I'm getting this announcement up, if you have a testimony, get ready. Okay, in-person seminar is scheduled for Monday, the 16th, 2023. The time is at 6:30 p.m. at the Sinesta Gwinnett Place, Atlanta. And it's at 1775 Pleasant Hill Road, Duluth, Georgia, 30096. Definitely. You might want to pass it on. This is the time in which you can, like I say, meet a lot of our doctors in person and everything. Better rub elbows with them, nudge them a little bit. If you get there early enough, you might, get a chance to sit right next to them. Okay. You're going to be squeezing off a few questions to them while you're talking to them. So they are so compassionate. We have nurses that's going to be there, and some people that you don't know. And you'll see more people that's not even your color. Very diverse. Definitely. So, okay, it's about 8:10. Dr. Roberta will be coming on after our testimonies. But what we're going to do, we're going to start with Joy Butts on this evening. Joy Butts, what do you have to share on this evening with everyone? You can unmute your mic. Indeed.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Pastor.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Pastor. Before I start my testimony, the advertisement that you had, it's not Success Academy, it's ODS, which is a one-day seminar.
One day,
So
okay.
please change that.
Okay.
Right?
I need to change that title. One day
Yes,
seminar.
yes.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Teamwork
Okay.
makes the dream work. God bless you.
I will. Thank you. Okay. My testimony, good evening, everyone. My name is Joy Butts, and my testimony is about that new product that we are raving about. Quantum energy, the quantum energy. Oh my goodness. Um, I've used this product now for 3 days, and I feel so much better. Um, I gave it to my daughter, and she had an interview a few minutes after she took the product. And she said her interview went so smoothly. She was calm, composed, and she would recommend that product to any and everyone who would like to try it. For me, I I can't explain the feeling. You will have to use the product and then get your own experience. But I feel much better in my thinking, my moving around. Um, it's hard for me to explain the way I feel. But what I do know is that it calmed me down because usually when I talk, I'm going and anyone who knows me know that I'm speaking much slower and I can bring my words out more clearly. So that's one of the things that this product has does for you. And another thing, I had bronchitis. I went away and came back home with bronchitis. And after using these products, the mucus has been breaking up, breaking up, breaking up. So that's part of what I can, tell you tonight about that product. But it does much more, much more. And as you listen tonight, you will get other testimonies from other people how they felt, and from the doctors also why you should use this product. So I want to thank Pastor for letting me share, and please get this product. It's great.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
It's located in the Global Mall, and I'm telling you, when you go to the Global Mall, you could order it yourself, right? In the Global Mall. But when you go there, plan on doing some shopping. Just load up your shopping cart. There's a lot of good things that are in there. A lot of good things that you can share. You know, we got the Atomy Glucose Care. You know, hey, that's for diabetes. You take one like 2 hours after your dinner or after your biggest meal. Okay. And some take two a day after after their two biggest meal. So if you're able to, well, you are able to go if you got a count, okay? Go there and just take your time. Take your time and read up some of these products. Before they get to the US mall, it's a lot more information. They even have some triple up protein. You have your triple up protein. Yes, we got some protein powder, you know. So if you're on a diet, you just add it to water. But read about it in English. Because remember, until they stock it in the global mall, when it comes to you, it won't be in English. So read about it in your global mall. If anybody say I can't read it in English, go to the global mall and you can read it in English. If you're helping someone, help them by reading it in the English. I mean, in the global mall in English. So a lot of good. Here's an Atomy Balanced Life. The Balanced Life, a healthy snack for weight control. Okay, weight control. Sometimes people ask, do we have something for weight loss? I'm telling you, You need to read all about it. Read up on it. Okay. Now, either raise your hand and unmute. Is that stomach health? I use it every day. Somebody asked me, "Do you have to wait till you have something wrong with your stomach?" I said, "Oh no, 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 no. Not that stomach health. You know, you take it for maintenance. Take that stuff for maintenance. You know, do one like 30 minutes after you eat. After you eat that dinner meal. Awesome, definitely. So that's the global mall. Like I say, do your shopping, make your grocery list. Yeah, you get a flat fee somewhere between 35. It's all according. It could run up to $45 for the shipping. But like I say, do your shopping. You know, you got all the omegas there, plant based and fish based. You got the ginkgo natto that's there in there. Some of these products they might be talking about today, especially the anime and collagen. So, all right, who has another testimony on this evening? Do, 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 do. You could just unmute if you're not able to raise your hand.
Good evening. This is Mabel Randall. I would like to give a testimony about the pain patches on
Okay.
last night. When my husband is doing physical therapy on last night, both of his ankles were hurting, and I told him I have the patches you can put on for pain. And so he said, "Well, it's hurting really bad." I said, "Well, you need pain patches." So I put a pain patch around both ankles. And by the time I got back in bed and settled, he said, "Honey, the pain is gone."
My.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Did he keep them on overnight?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Okay. And what about the next morning?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't think he got out of them. I think he still has it on.
Oh, look at
After
my.
when he gets his showering ready for bed tonight, I will put it,
Right.
some on. But he said that it's not hurting.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Um, yeah. On the box it says for you to keep it on no longer than like 4 hours. But see, that's to protect, the company because some people might have sensitive skin. So, they'll know. They'll know. Um, Somebody today asked me, did we have like a video on the patches? And we do. I just have to locate it, the video on the patches. A matter of fact, see, do anybody have another testimony right now?
While we're on the patches, I can do another one on the patches. I was in
Okay.
Dominica
Mm-hmm.
for a few days, and I bought two for this lady that's kind of she basically in a wheelchair, but she has a lot of pain in her knees. So I said, all right, I'll leave two for you. And yeah, she sent me a message the next day, and she told me, you know what? When you send them more patches, if you have more, tell the person I want to buy because so. She wanted to buy the patches. And another person, I brought some toothpaste down also,
Okay.
and they all sold out. People are asking for them and one more. In fact, one lady told me, "Oh, the toothpaste works for me." So do you have any more? So
Okay. Alrighty. So y'all know the ship. All I got to say, it works if you work it. Thank you. Yeah, I've been following you down there. You know, definitely seeing you on Facebook down there. A wonderful thing. So we have Carol Spain on this evening. She's open
Hello.
and sharing her testimony. Hello, Carol.
Oh, I got a good testimony. My daughter, as I think I've told you before, my daughter got burned with some fish grease on her arm, her hand, and her chest. So I told her to put a
Wow.
toothpaste on it. And she was like, Mom, I said, Stephanie, put that toothpaste on it. She is so excited because it is looking so good. And
Wow.
sent me pictures today, and I said, okay, keep putting it on there because now it's gonna clear up. It's healed already, but her color hadn't all the way come back, but some of the color is already back. She is so excited.
Wow. Wow. That is awesome with the toothpaste. You know, thank God for discerning moms. And you are a discerning mother, I tell you.
One
You know,
last
just
testimony. I'm using the
okay.
regimen that Miss Randall told us to use for our hair, and she is so amazed that everybody's amazed that my hair is looking amazing.
You know, somebody asked me about the hair stuff today too. So, you know, I'm gonna connect them, you know, with those videos so they can learn about the hair.
Well, I
So,
can tell you my bald spots are filling in.
okay, okay, okay. Definitely excellent, excellent. That's a wonderful thing. Well, thank you very much for that testimony. I tell you, that's like they say, that's a goodie. That's a good one there. Indeed, all our testimonies are so wonderful, so wonderful.
So,
Okay,
so what does she use for the hair to fill in the bald spots?
Carol.
It's a regimen that Miss Randall gives. She's the one who do the hair on Tuesday. We're gonna start doing the hair again on second and fourth Tuesdays only. You take
Okay,
a cup or 8 ounces of water. You put a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon of manuka honey, and you put, I forget how much of the uh shampoo, not the shampoo, the conditioner. I use the absolute conditioner, and you put a few drops of that in there, and you mix it up, and you spray it on your hair every night.
oh, before
Okay,
you go to bed.
Before you go to bed, and leave it on your hair. It's a
Okay,
that
leave-in conditioner.
that sounds like it'll work.
okay,
I've been spraying just the manuka water and the manuka honey in the water as a moisturizer to stretch mine out, and it works beautifully. hmm And I know
okay,
that conditioner is awesome.
okay,
Well, it
Thank you.
works. It definitely works.
Yes.
okay. So interesting. I might start doing that, you know, tonight, you know, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to hold on to my afro, you know, trying to hold on to my afro, my Michael Jackson afro. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Okay. All righty then. That'll work. That'll work. Now, let's see what doctors is in the house this evening. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. That was Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy,
Yes.
you know,
I,
can you share
I
with them, are you able to share with them the, I don't see
the
Dr. Roberta, share with them the conversation we was having this, you know, earlier today? And what I'm gonna
okay.
do is I'm gonna show the product that you was talking about earlier today. So, you know, just pick either one that in that global mall that you was talking about.
Well, we're gonna pick a few because I
Hmm.
did get a little call from Dr. Roberta. She
Okay.
mentioned that we should talk a little bit about calcium and
Okay.
D3, and of course the collagen. So,
Okay.
yes, so I think the time has come that
Hmm.
we should almost be shopping in global mall as much as we're shopping in the US mall, because they've got products that we really would love to have. And I think isn't that where the collagen? I know I'm ordering
Yes.
out of both malls. So
Yes.
um so that's where the collagen is, but that's where a lot of other wonderful products are. So it's so easy to get those little 5, 6, or 7 products that it would allow us to reach that maximum number, unless you're ordering something like feminine wash, and you can take it all the way up to about 25 pieces in that order. But hey, the global mall has become local for us anymore to get our needs met with these products. But look, so the question was on the table about, these knees, these joints, the losing the cartilage from the joints. And
Right.
so,
Right.
you
If you want to be
always have,
healthier, you've got to get cachafa.
I started Kach-
Right.
okay. So the
Okay.
one thing what you're doing is you first look at your diet and see what is going on that will cause the cartilage to dissolve. Okay. And the two biggest products that would cause that cartilage to dissolve would be sugar and caffeine. They would cause that cartilage to get thinner and thinner. And the next thing you know, you've got bone on bone. And so we want to just look at where we bring in caffeine into our diet, and okay, where we bring in caffeine into our diet, and also, um, you know, uh, the coffee, the energy drinks, all of that kind of things. Okay, and then where's the sugar? How did it come in? And it could have come in from your little cookies that you were in love with, ice cream, you name it, hidden sugars, all the carbs that turn to sugar, like breads. And so we want to make sure they are all removed from your diet. Okay. Okay. Now that we remove the enemy, the thing that's causing the problem, okay, now what do we want to do? Now, so we are going to order some collagen. Oh, wow. And I love the way they packaged it. They have it ready for you. I think that was my problem with taking collagen that helps you to replace the cartilage in your joints. It's because you had to get the old blender out and, find and then, what are we going to put with it to blend it? And so now you just pop that little bottle. They've got 2 bottles for you for the day. You pop that bottle and just shake it up, pop it, drink it down, and, make sure you got every drop out of there. And so it can start to rebuild those joints, the cartilage. And my other favorite now to rebuild cartilage is also the pit, the seed out of that avocado. Oh my goodness. So most people can't buy it, can't conceive of it, but you're just gonna, open up your avocado and pop that seed out with a knife, just bang it and turn your knife and hit it on the cutting board, and it'll just break into 2 pieces. Drop it in the blender and pour your favorite juice, as long as it's Concord grape juice or some pineapple juice, and put about 6 ounces in there. Blend that until it's smooth, and it'll taste like a McDonald's drink. It didn't have to leave pieces in there unless you bought the wrong blender. Okay, but usually Oster Oster blender, $30 blender from Walmart will take care of that pit and totally dissolve it in a little bit of liquid in your blender. Okay, now, and most people say, well, how many of those seeds do you drink a day? Drink you one or two, just one. But drink one every day until that knee. I've had people cancer knee surgery. And so now you've got your collagen. You're drinking you a pit out of an avocado. You could eat the meat because that's circulation, vitamin E. And now we're going to move over to the bone as well, and some D3. And we're gonna say a little circulation. Okay, so we gotta have some omega-3 to help transport your collagen to that area and help with the calcium as well to get it transported to those joints where you're losing cartilage and having bone on bone. And so we want to make sure we get omega-3. Hey, that's in the Global Mall. And then we are also going to get some plant-based calcium from the US and some D3. And here we go. Now, so while everybody should have been taking calcium every day, but really at night, every night. And a normal dosage could be like 800, 1200 milligrams. And, and even a little bit more, 1500. We weren't taking calcium. And we certainly didn't take calcium with the cofactors in it that would cause you to repair, fix on your nerves every day. Okay. Rebuild your bones and feed those muscles from you moving around, walking around every day, all day. You have to rebuild them, feed them every day, the muscles and the bones and the nerves, okay? But especially the bone. And these muscles are the ones that have to hold these joints together. That calcium, you see what I'm saying? You got to hold it together. And so that's where calcium fits in. But the calcium should have had some boron. It should have had magnesium and K2 and D3. Well, what does D3 have to do with it? Okay. The D3 has everything to do with the absorption and your bioavailability, making it available, making the calcium available to the bones and joints and that kind of thing. Without the D3, it's not bioavailable. And yes, we would have liked to have had boron too as well. Oh, no, the K2 too. Oh, no, the D3 too. That's how you know you got a good calcium. And this plant base has it all. So, did we put it through the test? Of course we did. Calcium is one of my favorites because it is so needed, and it's not needed in just a little dosage. We need a nice dosage of calcium every night. Otherwise, you will recognize that people get on your nerves or you get on other people's nerves, one or the other, because it's for your nerves, okay? But here's a testimony. A guy shows up one day and it had been raining all day and his knee had been hurting him all day. No, it had been hurting him a whole month. The knee had been hurting every day, every day. And so we know that that sounds like some bone on bone, definitely a joint, a cartilage issue here. And so what dosage did I give him? I gave him the calcium that had all the cofactors, of course. And see, this is the protocol you want to give people. And so I didn't just give him 300, 600, I think it's two of them give you 600 milligrams of calcium. So I gave him, so 2 is 600. No, 4 would be 1200. 6 would be 1800. oh, wait a minute, how many did I give him? I gave this guy, because of the urgency of his pain, okay, and he had traveled probably 20 miles to see me. And so I gave him 3,000 milligrams of calcium. And in under 10 minutes, that's how you know you have a good calcium, when it can dissolve and go to work. It's the energy, the frequency even in it, because as soon as it dropped, hit that stomach or hit your mouth, even digestion starts in the mouth. Hey, it's going to work. And so in less than 10 minutes, he's got his knee all on the floor, bending it left, bending it right. He's trying to find, what did you do with your pain? I thought you wanted to get rid of the pain. And so that's what it's all about. And so, yes, we could have put some, what is it?
The
The
patches on there.
ginkgo, the
Oh, okay.
ginkgo nata, you know, the calcium is going to go get that pain out from the
Okay.
inside out. Now, the patches can go inside, but when you really want to fix it,
Uh-huh.
you want to make sure you have great circulation. So the patch, put that patch on by all means. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? But in
And
the
you say we need the
meantime,
ginkgo?
we need that ginkgo for extra circulation, the ginkgo and the omega-3 for the circulation, and to heal those little nerves that's involved too, to take the messages down. And so you look at that protocol, we've got to get with these protocols so that the people can really just start pouring in these testimonies, because you want to get in specific at what we wanted to deal with, like a joint, to start rebuilding on it, bringing in the calcium, the cartilage, the collagen, and then bringing in something that's going to increase the circulation to get these products right up in there. That's what we needed. And so that patch, and see, the most good calciums have zinc in it as well, and the zinc oxide is in the patch. That is awesome. And so that's why it works so well as well. And so it's all about getting it and getting it assimilated and taken off to the place where it needs to be. And that's what that omega is doing for sure. And the ginkgo nata is also helping with the delivery to the site of where we need it the most. And especially the patch, of course. But we don't want to do it, just for a temporary fix. We want to fix it. And that's where that collagen come in. And so, of course, 5 years from now, when we hit that stage, 3 years, 2 years from now to hit that stage, to get that $1 million cash, we want to be looking good. We want that skin to be resilient. So don't forget your collagen. And that's kind of how I work with it, is using all angles. Because by the time you've worn out your cartilage, trying to rebuild it, it's not impossible. No, we've had people cancer surgery behind it, but you have to know, stop the bleeding first, cut the sugar, cut the caffeine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Joy.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
hope everybody's taking notes. Come on now. Now, we're going to get ready to open up for questions. And you can raise your hand and we're able to recognize you. Now, if you have your hand raised and not able to, well, you should be able to unmute your mic. But you can raise your hand and ask the question to the doctor. So if anybody have any questions, we're counting down. And if you don't know how to raise your hand, you can unmute your mic. Okay, we still gonna take care of it.
Okay. So let's
I
throw
don't
this
have
out.
a hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Hello,
Tammy.
everybody. I don't have a question, but can we talk some more about that quantum product, please? Because I have two new people on here and I've been telling them about the product.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Well,
wanted I
All right.
wanted you to expound on it, but you didn't hear me last week. That call was
Okay.
awesome.
All right. I have a
Thank
question.
you.
I have a question, Tammy. Have
Yes.
you um have you shown them? Have you sent them the link to the last week when all
I
the
haven't
doctors?
I haven't gotten it. I don't have it.
Have you
Is
subscribed to
it
the
in
channel?
yes, I have.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
Go
go
to
into the subscription.
right. Go into your subscription channel because you want them to get everything that they said on the round table, and
Okay,
we
what
don't
number is
have
that
time for
for?
that. It'll be
Okay, what
number
number
four,
is that?
40.
Number four,
It'll be
number
number
40.
40. Right.
Okay,
So
no
yeah, because you
problem.
want
I'll
them to
send it
have
out.
the. It's very powerful.
It is
Send
very
and go to the
powerful.
play. Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
All right.
alrighty.
Z-
Thank
another
you.
Zoom. You're welcome. Another Zoom user raised their hand. You can unmute your mic. It has on there Zoom user raise hand. There's no name by it. ZU. That's what all it has. Take your time and unmute your mic. Was there anybody
Hello?
else that has? Hello.
Yes, I did.
Indeed. Hello.
My name is Eileen Mutanu. I've been in Margaret and she's been explaining to me about the products. Thank you for letting me ask the question. I'm getting an interest in the products. I haven't used them yet, but I have a question about blood pressure. What is it that I can take to regulate my blood so that I don't have to take any blood pressure tablets?
okay. So you don't want to take blood pressure medication. So what
If
people
I
are
mean
taking,
if the med if what we are talking about works well for me, I would rather not take any blood pressure tablets because I'm a young woman of 70. I turned 17 in September. So I've been taking blood pressure tablets for a very long time. And I
okay,
just want to be able to, if I can find something that can help me,
okay,
then I will
okay,
gradually decrease the blood pressure medicine.
okay. So this is what you want to start with. You want to
Yeah.
start with the B complex. That's what you're going to start with. You're going to take 2 to 3. And I would basically start with 3. And then after my blood pressure is under control, I would go down maybe to 2, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're taking your B complex, you're also going to take your hemohem. Okay. And
Hemohem.
hemohem, are you familiar with that? And so the B complex, remove all the stress, because the blood pressure, you've got the food measurement is the systolic on top, that number. The
Mm-hmm.
diastolic on the bottom is your stress level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so then for the bottom, we definitely need that B complex to remove all the stress because life is
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit stressful sometime. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
our B complex is a total one and it just relaxes you. Okay. Now,
Okay.
so the hemohem helps keep that blood modulated because I'm going to say this, you always, that and the noni juice, you see, those are for the top to help with the food that we're bringing in, but to help bring that top number, that systolic down
Mm-hmm.
and bringing in some good food and nourishment for our blood, so it doesn't thicken up and create a lot of stress on the body because the blood is thickened. And so those are the three that I would get. And then, you know, you're doing things like getting enough sleep, like take your calcium and go to bed. And that with your D3, of course, the omega 3 is heart food. And you know, the cardio is the one of the main cause of death. It's number one, as a matter of fact. And so if you could get the omega 3, you could get the one with the algae or the marine one with the fish oils in it, but get that one too now. So the direction may say take 1, 2. I would take like 4. I would start a little higher, minimum of 4. And then maybe I would bring it down to 2 once I have my blood pressure under control. Now, so what did we hear? We heard noni juice, okay. We heard hemohim, B complex, and the omega 3 is very, very important for the cardio, okay. And the calcium, of course, to help you get the proper rest, okay. Now, so the other little thing is just paying also a little attention to your kitchen. So you would never put salt on food while you're cooking it. That's one little thing that we kind of didn't do right. We're in the kitchen cooking and we just sprinkling salt and we're frying, boiling, roasting, and salting the food up and then cooking it. Cooking the salt into the food. So the better way is cook the food and then add the little pinch of salt, and we've got the salt, that Himalayan, and it makes the food taste fabulous, okay? But put it on after you've cooked it, okay? And food-wise, don't let that cayenne pepper or the garlic be far behind when it's time for you to eat your food, and you would have never, ever missed cooking the salt in the food that's driving up that blood pressure. And then, you know, the other little thing that we've learned, that gargling with Listerine or some of these regular mouthwash, they are also behind causing that blood pressure to rise high. So we've switched that out. We are brushing our teeth with this propolis toothpaste, and it is definitely cleaning your mouth with all the germs and bacteria. You know, an infection in your mouth can cause your heart to blow. So we are making sure that we're not having cardiovascular problem because of issues in our mouth, but that toothpaste is killing any bacteria odor. So you didn't need Listerine or any of those mouthwashes. Okay, brushing your tongue, brushing your teeth well, and hey, that's kind of where I would start. And make sure you just cut all your lights, sleep in a dark room to get your good rest. Okay? Ma'am. And drink your water. Don't have the water level low so that the blood level is low, and so the poor little heart is catching all out, trying to push around a little bit of blood. Let's put that water in there so it'll be good. But making sure you're eating your blood type foods. See, because the food that you eat, if it's not for your blood type, it is thickening the blood and causing more work on your heart to move that blood around. Okay? Yes, get your blood type book and follow it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I've got just a few more minutes. Pastor Stroger, 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, it's about 8:50 right now. We don't have any more questions
Quick
right now.
question. I have a
Yes,
question.
Tammy. Hmm.
I just received my Atomi order and I bought that Propolis spray. Can she talk about that Propolis spray? It
Yes.
tastes
Well,
very good too.
yes, it does. And we've had people that was starting a sore throat or felt some kind of ways about, being out in the cooler fall air, this cooler air, sore throat. They're spraying it in their mouth and it's just these symptoms are disappearing, because propolis is the best of the best antiviral, antifungal, and bacteria. Okay. And it's coming from these bees. But so you kind of wouldn't want to be caught without your spray, in your car, in your purse, at home, because you want to make sure that's where COVID starts in your respiratory system, okay, in your mouth and your nose. So if you just spray, if you're in and out all the time, hey, spray, hit it about 3-4 times, and it's killing any virus that's trying to invade your immune system. So if it wasn't for the bees having propolis inside of that beehive, then the propolis is helping kill any kind of virus that's going to invade our bees so they could keep pollinating our vegetables so we can have food. Otherwise, we wouldn't have food to live and we'd be out of here. So you definitely know that propolis is what keeps the bees protected. And by keeping the bees protected, we can now have food. And that's how we can stay alive. Oh my. And if you just took the bee propolis directly to your body by spraying it in your mouth, then you can stay protected. Okay. So from any kind of infection, or bacteria or viruses. Thank you.
Okay. We have, what's that, Beatrice? You, I see you have your hand raised.
Yes. Good evening. Good evening, doctor. I just wanted to ask any suggestion for what to use for lower back sciatic nerves.
Okay, so this is what I would do. I've seen this happen, because so I would definitely go. This is where my mind first went straight to the omega from the algae. Now that's the one you want to get. Okay. All right, you get that omega. There's 2 of them out there now. So the one with the algae, which is like seaweed. Now, because the seaweed is what they're saying, it just takes a few days to get rid of the sciatica. Now, couple that with the plant-based calcium and the collagen, okay? And I would probably go ahead and put the ginkgo nata there to help with the circulation to get it where we need it. Okay, so, but the main take the D3 with the calcium just so that we can get to those nerves and feed them. Okay. And so those are the main, and the B complex, just to keep stress off of you. See, we didn't know where the stress was coming from, but B complex will sure know where to send it back to. Okay. And that's kind of all of the stress that we're having, from anxiety to bipolar to schizo, you name it. We need something to keep the stress off. So the B3, the D3, the calcium, and that omega-3 from the algae. And take it in good amounts, like 2, 2, 2, 2. And the calcium, of course, we could take 2 in the morning and 6 at night. That's how you want to take your calcium now, to get rid of some sciatica. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes, ma'am.
And someone said about they have low iron and they don't know what to do to put it in control. That low iron.
Okay, so let me tell you what I would do. I would get the iron packs. I would have one morning and one in the afternoon. But it's like, who's eating up my iron? I would think that you have too much sugar in your diet. Okay. And it's almost like who's drinking my blood. But, in order to get iron, it has to be digested. Would take my iron with my fine zymes. And what I want to say is you got to see who's drinking your blood. There parasites, but who's feeding the parasites? It would be that sugar. Let's stop sugar, okay? And let's bring in the fine zyme so you can digest your greens, because we need greens. Quit eating spinach and quit eating iceberg head regular lettuce. Make sure you stop those two because they are very difficult to digest. That's the spinach, so it won't let anything digest with the meal you eat with it. But the iceberg head regular shredded lettuce kills off 3 meals. You thought you were eating a salad, you thought you were getting some iron. So don't eat the iceberg regular lettuce, period. And try not to do the spinach, but you gotta eat your greens. So make kale salad. If you want to learn how to make a really good kale salad or make a really good salad, period, I'm going to ask you to notify Pastor. And, I do cooking shows every week. So we're making the best of the best. So, we brought it down. Let's make a soul food kale salad. So you'll love it. That's what you want, green stuff. And, but take your iron. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to constipate you. We have the best iron, but don't take one, take 2. And if the 2 don't work, take 3 for a few days while you're taking the fine zyme with it to break it down, because you may have a lot of bloating. And here we go again. Find your blood type book and eat your foods. But blood is coming from green stuff. That's why I keep pushing spirulina. We got spirulina. That's the seaweed. Yes. And so we've got it in 2 places. If you eat enough seaweed now, it's going to be amazing. That's a good one for that sciatica too. So get your spirulina in about 6 a day. And that's going to be good for your iron with that fine zyme and the iron itself, so that that's how you make it. Green stuff, that's chlorophyll. And so we have 2 places to get the seaweed that really, really helps you bring in all your minerals. The omega with algae and the spirulina. Please don't forget the spirulina, because it's a superfood. It has everything to look after all your critical nutrients. Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay. I know you got to leave soon, but so Dr. Joy, we're going to Mary. Mary.
Good
Um,
evening, Pastor Strozier.
good
Dr. Joy,
evening.
I hear you say the spinach. I've been juicing green juice and using spinach. Do you recommend I stop blending it?
I would use spirulina in its place, something better.
I also use spirulina.
Okay, well, you don't need the spinach then. Put arugula, put kale.
I do, but not. I would switch it out with the arugula.
Yes, and you're not a diabetic, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, then your number 1 in there is Swiss chard. I would do the Swiss chard and spirulina, and hey, you got it, baby. That Swiss
Okay.
chard is going to drive that A1C to a 5.0 or less. Yes.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's what time it is. Swiss
Thank you.
chard. Yes, ma'am.
All righty. So, Dr. Joy, I know you have to go. I was trying to see um, who else was on. Whether it's Dr. Roberta on this evening.
Yeah, she said she wanted me to
Okay.
substitute for her this evening. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, I know you got to hop on another one and
Yes,
everything.
thank you.
So thank you very much. We really do appreciate you. Okay.
Okay. You bet. Enjoy.
All righty
Have a
then.
great evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
All righty.
Mhm.
Okay. So if anybody have any more questions, get with your upline, and your upline probably could give me a call, and we probably can get some answers back to you. If not, come on back next week. We'll Dr. Walita will be back. Dr. Roberta will be back, and we have a couple of other new doctors that's going to be coming on. Okay, and
Pastor,
yes,
does atomic carry switch chart?
no, those are found in your farmers market. In your definitely,
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
that's what they're found. Yes,
Bernard, is Emma in this evening? Because I
yes,
know she had osteoporosis, she had a knee issue, and she got all of that well, and they can't find where she ever had either of those. And so I was wondering if she took that collagen, she took calcium, just to add a little fuel to the fire, you can reverse all of the arthritis,
right.
and those joint issues. Thank you. I'm out. Thank you.
Oh,